Hello guys, MikuChibi here. Welcome back to our Sword Art Online Fact video, and now they have added more update to the game and we're gonna have a look and see what I've done. So this is the following update have been implemented following the maintenance on September 18, 2024, which was yesterday. Now, Town of Beginning, Teleport Gate Plaza and Town of the Beginning's Merchant District have been combined into one map. There is no longer need to cross a board when traveling between the Tower of the Beginning, Teleport Gate Plaza and Tower of the Beginning Merchant District. So in short, they made two maps into one, a big map. You can see here we have the Teleport Gates and also the Merchant District, really nice, and I'm gonna go through. We don't need to loading screen now. There's no more loading, they are merged into one map, really nice, perfect update. And these two spots here, they are basically common for new players and those also doing events, etc. Really good. So now we can go through between those two areas. That is really good update, and maybe in the future they're gonna do that for other floor as well. For example, floor 1 has so many maps, and maybe this place here they can unlock the area where we can go out from the play or save zone, right? So we can fight the board and then go back, you know, really good. So maybe a big update for having an open world, we see, and maybe they're gonna also unlock for Black Iron Palace. That is something that doesn't need really a loading screen, right? But we see in the future. The minimap will now display the name of each area. Basically, that you saw in the beginning, this minimap here, it is a new, you can see before we only had one of each area, but now we can see both of them in one map. Really good, small update, very nice. You can now enter the trial gym via Klein. So basically, instead of having Agile in the gym, we have now Klein. I mean, it fits perfectly because we had, or before we had any of this gym, we had an event called Training with Klein, where he gave us EXP. And after that, we never seen him again. So I definitely see this works perfectly instead of Agile, but I of course gonna miss Agile having in the gym. But we have now Klein instead, and we will see Agile in other space, for example the Agile event where you get the coins. Crimson Sword and Silver Witch can now be accepted from Sanya. Basically this here we have now two events in one where we talk with Sanya, and I believe we had Argo here before. I don't remember if we had Sanya before. But we have now two events in one. Well, I will complete this event very long time. So new players, you will have two events in one. And for those that are older, we have done it. We don't see that any different. But for new players, they're gonna be much better and easier to have access to two events. Really nice. And yeah, I think that was everything right. We see the minimap here, 2 in 1, and you see how it is. There will be continue to be cases of limited time designed based on timing of the season or Guild of Guilds. So basically limited events or Guild of Guilds. But we see maybe in future on other maps we're gonna have similar, really good. We'll continue to make modification while considering the circumstances of our customers. Wow, so they are actually listening to us. We hope you continue to enjoy Sword Art in the Factor. Yeah, so far I see really good. Now, the one thing they did not mention is the biggest update I believe everyone is really happy with. And we have to go through the Twitter, of course. So the biggest update here is that instead of playing now 30 FPS, we have now access to 60 FPS. Really happy, and this is probably the biggest update. So just imagine, we players or old players that have been playing for almost 7 years have been playing for 30 FPS. We are playing on 30 FPS all the time, and now we have finally access to 60 FPS. Maybe in the future we will also have access to 120. It also depends on your mobile, right? If you have better version or a newer mobile, you have access to 120 maybe, but for now we have 60 FPS, really good. And not gonna lie, I love this. 60 FPS feels so smooth when you play this game. Right now, you can see in the settings, you have option to pick between 30 FPS or 60 FPS. Not gonna lie, this is probably the best update, and I love playing the 60 FPS. It feels so smooth. You can try it out for yourself and see how it is. And let me show you between 30 FPS and 60 FPS. Right now, I'm using 30 FPS. You see the movement, etc. And the scales, of course, you can see how it is on 30 FPS. It feels a little bit slaggy, of course, when you use the scales. A little bit shaky, etc. You see some stuttering. But with 60 FPS, which I have on right now, you see the much different. You see how smooth it is right now? Oh my god, it feels so smooth right now. Using the scales, moving around. And now, even long animation, if when you use it, it feels so smooth. Really good update. So I made a comparing between 30 FPS and 60 FPS. It might be different to notice something different, but if you try it in game, you see the difference. You will notice how smooth 60 FPS is compared to 30 FPS. It definitely made for 60 FPS. I'm really enjoying using it. And if your phone can support 60 FPS, that's good. Make sure to use it. Like, you won't regret it once you use 60 FPS. And here you can see also with the animation, you can see 60 FPS is definitely feels smoother when you use your normal tag, scales, etc. Really, really good. So I'll be playing around with the 60 FPS to see how it is. And for example, floor 61, the sea snake boss we're fighting right now, it has a lot of animation going on, but with 60 FPS you can see everything around here and there. It feels so smooth. Even the water feels so smooth when you walk around it, or the circle around it, very nice. And you see how this goes. It goes so smooth. Even you using your long animation, it feels smooth. It's much better than 30 FPS. I'm really happy with this update. It makes the gameplay more enjoyable, more nicer to see. Oh my god. And yeah, this is probably the best update, like especially if you're doing farming. Sometimes it's a little bit laggy, right, when using scale, but with 60 FPS it's much better. Hopefully your phone can handle 60 FPS and doesn't drain too much battery or make your phone really hot. For me, I'm using iPhone 11. It feels really good. My phone doesn't overheat, really nice. And yeah, you see the fight. This is on 60 FPS. The fight feels so smooth. So if you haven't put or using 60 FPS, make sure to do that on your settings. Even though there's no notification for that, you have to go through the Twitter just to see the update where you are implemented. But this is really big. Really enjoy this. Props to Bandai. Good job. You're one step ahead now, and hopefully you do make more better updates for the game. The only thing they're missing right now is more stuff like bug stuff, etc. And major problem gonna be the banner. Will they improve the banner? Hopefully do that. So far they've been releasing a lot of new skills with the same gacha system, right? But hopefully they implemented something better, maybe a pity system or selector, something like that. That would be really nice to have. But we'll see in the future if they are going to improve the gacha system. Hopefully do that. Bandai, if you're listening, please improve the gacha system. Right now it's so bad compared to other gacha games. Other gacha game has much better gacha system. So, what is your thoughts about this update? Is it good? Is it bad? Do you want more updates for the game? I mean, they have increased the drop rate for release crystal, right? And now they are trying to improve the game. So it is a good step for now, but there are a lot of stuff that need to improve to this game. But we'll see in the future. This is a good step so far. And I will say the 60 FPS is the best thing here. And this map is alright, who cares too much, but the 60 FPS is probably the best thing update here compared to the map and the other Klein and Sanya. We don't care about Sanya and Klein, right? But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about the update, and that's me. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy and see you guys next time. Take care now and bye bye.